Welcome to Learning English Topics.
Welcome back to Learning English Topics. Today we're diving into the past perfect tense, a vital part of English grammar that helps us talk about actions that happen before another past event. If you're ready to sound more fluent and confident when describing sequences of events, this is the lesson for you. Let's break it down. The past perfect tense describes something that happened before something else in the past and uses had plus the past participle. If you watched our last video about the present perfect tense, you'll know the past participle is just the verb with ed added. If you haven't seen that video about the present perfect tense yet, it will help you a lot. So I'll put a link at the end of this video. Now let's look at some examples to help us understand this topic. As we've already said, the past perfect tense is used to talk about something that happened before another action in the past. Think of it like a story. First, one thing happens, then another thing happens after that. In this example, first, Emily sent the email, then the internet went down, and we use had with the action word or past participle. In this example, sent to show the first action.
So, Oliver, is your presentation ready for me to check through?
Yes it is.
Good. Could you share it so we can see it on the interactive board?
Of course, I'll just share my phone screen. Oh, but just give me a minute.
Okay, well done, Oliver.
So, let's try to work out what our sentence should say this time. Remember, in the past perfect tense, there are two actions, and the word had is used to show which action happened first. In this example, the first action was to clear browsing history. The second action was to share the screen. I'll give you a little time to see if you can get the sentence right, and don't forget the past participle. The correct sentence is, he had cleared his browser history before sharing his screen. Let's look at another example.
Hi, Sophia. And Oliver, what are you both up to?
Hi, Amy. We've been talking about downloading a new app. It's called Skill Buddy. Have you heard of it?
Yay, it looks really good. It's designed to help users learn new skills through interactive lessons, challenges, and community support. It offers categories like cooking, coding, fitness, and language learning.
It sounds really interesting, but sometimes these new apps promise a lot, but when you download them, you find they don't do half of what they promised.
That's true, but I really want to find out how good this one is.
Well, usually there are online reviews. Why don't you see if anybody has posted a review yet?
Great idea. Hold on while I have a look. Well, there's not much. It is pretty new. Here's one. It gives 5 stars and says that it delivers all that it promises.
Well, that's good enough for me. I'm going to download it as soon as I get home.
I've already started it downloading.
I think I might try it out as well.
In this example, we have 3 people. So our sentence will start with they. And our 2 actions are check reviews and download the app. See if you can complete the sentence correctly. I'll give you a little time to think about it. The correct sentence is, they had checked the review before downloading the app. How did you do with that one? Don't worry if you didn't get it right. There will be more practice later in the video. Now, as I've already said, had in the sentence tells us which action came first. This means that we can change the order of the actions in the sentence, but still know which came first. Changing the order of sentences is something that is normal in English. We do this so that when we talk or write, it sounds more interesting. If you can master this, you will sound like a real English pro. Let's look at an example.
By the time I logged in, the webinar had already started.
Here is an excellent example of the order of actions being reversed in the sentence. The webinar started and then Emily logged on, but she says, "By the time I logged on, the webinar had already started." Using had in only the second part of the sentence tells us which action happened first. Now let's have a look at an example of a conversation that brings it all together.
Did you hear about the glitch on Sync Drive yesterday?
Yep. Thankfully, I'd already uploaded my files before it happened. What about you?
Oh no, I wasn't as lucky. I hadn't backed up my presentation and I lost it all.
That's frustrating. I've been through that before. Last month I had forgotten to save a report and my laptop crashed.
That's the worst. I thought I'd saved everything, but apparently I had missed one important folder.
It happens to the best of us, but at least we've learned from it. I had set up automatic backups after my first data loss.
Smart move. I think I'll do that as soon as I get home tonight.
Did you catch how Anya and Addy used the past perfect to explain what they had or hadn't done before the glitch or crash? That's the power of this tense. It makes timelines clear. Now let's practice. I'll write some sentences with blanks. You try to fill in the blanks to make the correct sentence. Here's our first sentence. Before the system update, I save my files. Is that correct? Or does it need changing? I'll give you a little time to decide. No, that definitely needs correcting. Your answer should be, before the system update, I had saved my files. Our next sentence is, she blank, not check her messages before the notification disappeared. See how you get on with this one. Hopefully you have changed this one as well. The correct sentence is, she hadn't checked her messages before the notification disappeared. Of course, if you said had not instead of hadn't, that's still correct. Hadn't is just the shortened version of had not. Okay, on to the next. By the time we started the meeting, the host blank already arrived. To correct this sentence, you should have said, by the time we started the meeting, the host had already arrived. And on to number 4. He blank installed the app before his phone ran out of battery. Hopefully you answered. He had installed the app before his phone ran out of battery. Now number 5, and this is the last where I'll leave a blank. After this one, I'll give you some sentences with errors and see if you can correct them. This sentence is, they blank not log out before the session expired. Well done. If you got they had not logged out before the session expired. So this time see if you can spot and correct the error. She had downloaded the file before the glitch happened. That's a nice easy one. It should be. She had downloaded the file before the glitch happened. Just one more for today, and I thought I'd see how you get on with a more difficult one. This time, the sentence is, they didn't had enough storage before upgrading their devices. So how did you get on with this one? It's not so easy, is it? The correct answer is, they hadn't had enough storage before upgrading their devices. Well done if you got that one. If you did, you are now a master of the past perfect tense. Well, that's all we've got time for today. Join us for the next video when we'll be learning all about the future perfect tense. Don't worry if it sounds confusing. We will be taking all the confusion out of it and helping you to continue to become confident and precise English speakers. So don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss a video. See you next time.